Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Destiny, and today we're going to be going over this week in Destiny. I'm always used to TWAB. Um, this is crazy. I just saw this on Twitter. They're getting rid of legendary shards. I guess so. We're just going to go over this whole thing. Get to that. I haven't read anything besides that they're getting rid of legendary shards, so we're gonna go right in. So this week in Destiny, we have a lot. Wow, I'm already failing. We have to talk about legendary shards. Check your Destiny inventory. Are those purple spiky things you might have in the thousands or 10,000s? They look weird. They look like weird sour candy, right? Maybe they taste like grapes or blueberries. What the hell? Oh no, that's just kind of dark thought. Okay. Anyway, Jesus Christ. Okay, final call for the Guardians. Okay. All right. It's Shard to say goodbye. To be honest with other Guardians, how many legendary shards do you have? So, as many Destiny 2 players already know, legendary shards have long been an unstable part of the economy in Destiny 2. Some players have more than they would ever be able to spend, while others struggle to earn enough to engage with the systems that require shards as a cost. This often made it hard to find legendary shard costs that would feel impactful to players, while also ensuring that the content that did require legendary shards would be enjoyed by all players, no matter how long or how much they play. Couple legendary shard wealth disparity with the fact that we have seen more than a few loopholes players have found to farm. Nice. We have made the decision that it's time to simplify the economy by removing this currency from the game. Jesus Christ. Okay. As much as we know how bad it feels to have currencies that you have amassed over a long period of time to be wiped away, please know that we don't make the decision to move them lightly. We truly believe the removal is the best interest of both the game and the players. As you see below, we are now doing our best to ensure that the removal of legendary shards is not a point of pain, but rather removal of a barrier. Okay. Season of the Goodbye. The path to a world without legendary shards starts in Season 23, so that's next season. The first thing we will do is remove all legendary shard costs from Monument of Lost Lights, Glimmer, exotic ciphers, spoils of conquest, and spoils of conquest costs will remain the same, with only the legendary shard costs changing. Oh, gotcha. This should help new and returning players unlock weapons they might have missed more easily than ever before. Secondly, we've turned our eyes towards ritual gear focusing, fully removing legendary shards from there as well. Starting in Season 23, non-adept focusing will cost ritual engrams and glimmer only. Focusing adept weapons will still require 7 wins in trials, passages, or nightfall ciphers. Okay, so yeah, they're changing this to glimmer cost instead, just upping the price. The final shard. With the release of Final Shape, legendary shards will be no longer in Destiny 2. We will be removing all the remaining legendary shard sources and costs from the game, which include collections, trials, passages, rituals, vendor purchases, and many more. And to be totally clear, we are not offering a currency exchange for stockpiled legendary shards. The goal is removing legendary shards to make Destiny 2 a more approachable and fair experience to all players. This is why we are not raising glimmer prices for items or adding replacement costs to anything that previously needed legendary shards. It will also disappear from currency bar in your inventory and will now only show your glimmer, silver, and bright dust. Okay. That seems weird. I don't know. It's like so they had so when Witch Queen came out, there were way too many currencies, right? And it was mainly to do with like crafting. There was like all these different things. Now there's like 2, right, or whatever, or 2 or 3. So my thing with this is like, yeah, we have Glimmer, which is just, is gold, right? From any other MMO you play, any other, it's your currency, it's your money, right? And that's usually the only thing in other games, so it might be fine. But it just seems so weird. This thing we've had since Taken King, basically, with legendary marks, which is what it was called in Destiny 1. Right, like, it's been the same thing for so long, and it's like, it's not even that big of an issue. Like, the only reason new players don't have shards is because they're new, right? And, like, if they just play the game, they'll eventually get enough. They're not hard to acquire. You just get rid of legendary gear that you don't need, and you get so much of that, so it just seems weird. Like, it's a good change, I guess, right? In terms of like, it will make everything a lot simpler, right? Especially with new players, it's like, oh my god, I can just go and grab all these things. I only have to grind this or this out, right? Instead of the whole shebang, or and get legendary shards by deleting potentially good gear, But like, I don't know. It just seems like it's a non-issue, and I don't even have that many legendary shards to begin with. Like, I'm like, I guess a poor player when it comes to legendary shards, and I don't even see an issue with it, quite honestly, because it's just like, oh, I need legendary shards, which you don't usually need anyway. It's just for upgrading things, which I thought was fine, right? Like, if I'm ever in the scenario where I'm like, oh shit, I need legendary shards if I'm gonna do these batch of upgrades or whatever, it's just like, I just go play the game for a while, right? You just play the game and you get it. So, seems kind of goofy, but, we'll see how it goes. I have a weird stance on that, because I prefer lots of different currencies in the game for different things. Where it feels good to have lots of currencies, because I play the game a lot. Just removing, like, it says, they said removing a barrier, but, like, that's not necessarily, having barriers for some things isn't necessarily a bad thing, because otherwise it's like, this is an extreme example, but it's like, hey, I load into the raid, I immediately get a reward, right? Like, you're removing the barrier of, and that's a very extreme example, I guess, but like, I mean, it is, but it just, I don't know, it just seems kind of silly. So yeah, this is the change. So rare will be a 75 glimmer reward, okay, 1,000 for legendary armor, and a secondary reward of an enhancement core, 25%, some gunsmith reputation. Exotic, you get a 60% reward drop chance of 1 enhancement core. Legendary ghost, just 1,000. Ghost, exotic variety, 1,500. Legendary weapons, 25%, so it's the same for weapons. Okay, so once again, just okay, I guess. I don't know. Weird. So the final shape will see everyone's favorite Zur receive a bit of an update. We're not ready to pull back the curtain, so I mention it. Crows and numbers. So how many people completed it day 1, or contest mode, I should say. Improving drops for essences. So anyone who didn't get, whatever it's called, Necrochasm. Since the Oversoul are needed to complete the Necrochasm quest and its catalyst, we have heard your feedback regarding their drop rate, and we are making some improvements when the update drops on September 19th. That's pretty soon. For starters, your first full clear of quotas each week will now provide 2 guaranteed essences of the Oversoul, the guaranteed weekly drop from defeating Crota, and an additional guaranteed drop for beating each encounter in order from start to finish. Okay. Then, every time you do a full cure, you're still earning the additional guaranteed essence, so there's now a way to farm them. We are also increasing the drop rate of random essence of the Oversoul. Okay, cool. So, yeah, it's a bit easier to get it. A new challenge approaches. Okay. Now that your victory over the Hive Prince is totally clear, why not challenge yourselves a little bit more? The first Crota's End weekly challenge will be available along with the Master difficulty starting September 19th. This next Tuesday after reset. This weekly challenge will rotate every week and ask you to complete a hidden objective each time to earn a secondary reward or second reward when you finish a given encounter. If you are looking for more essence to either unlock Necrochasm or its exotic catalyst, which is useless by the way, I think it's the dumbest catalyst they've it's because it's the same catalyst Mida got at first. Outlaw for a fast firing gun or a fast reloading gun that also has a perk that gives you like auto reload. So what? Or if you just want a chance for more deep sight drops. Okay, cool. Then you also have Master difficulty, which will offer not only a higher challenge to the players, but also a different kind of reward. Each week, the armor drops you will have a particular stat focus. But you also complete the weekly challenge on Master. You'll get an adept weapon with 2 perks. Okay, so just normal stuff. PvP updates. Hello from the Destiny 2 system teams. The PvP strike team is collaborating with several teams already working on PvP, and we're happy to start sharing some details regarding the changes players can look forward to with these groups. Some of these changes have been in the works for some time, and others are hot off the presses. We really appreciate everyone's sharing their feedback last week. We've gathered it all up to help inform the work we do in the future. And Taste words have been heavily mentioned, so we've decided to expedite a change we have planned for next season. We'll address this hot topic later in Season 22, but that's not all we just have. planned. This is just a tribute. As teased previously, we've been working on a new Iron Banner mode that will go live in Season 23. Tribute is a supremacy-based mode where players will be able to deposit crests at tribute stations to earn points for their team. Banking many it's Gambit. Banking many crests at one can trigger a hunt phase, never mind, which activates a special tribute station, increases the value of all crests deposited for 1 minute of gloriously chaotic gameplay. Take care, as other guardians will be the only thing guarding. They put more PvE and PvP. I thought it would be like zone control is now, instead of having the Cabal turrets or whatever, it would just be, other guardians. That's really annoying. Additionally, we're bringing back Journey's city map, the Citadel. Cool. All right. Adding strand-related Crucible medals in Season 22, so that's big dubs, I guess. Okay, long live the sandbox. Here we go. We're gonna do some sandbox changes. Nice. Antaeus words. These will now require full class ability energy to reflect incoming damage. Reflecting damage will deplete your class ability energy. The goal is to reduce the uptime of this exotic effect. Those are dead now. Nice. Young Ahamkar Spine. We're reducing the impact on grenade uptime by making it grant energy on final blows instead of damage. Okay. Wait. We are reducing its impact on grenade uptime by making it grant energy on final blows instead of damage. What does that mean? Like, it won't do more damage? Or... And that's just PvP. It doesn't really matter. Maybe. Oof. No, wait. This is just general sandbox. That's upsetting. I don't know what that means. Did they kill those? So it does less damage now, but it has more uptime, so I guess technically more damage? Who knows? Coming in Season 23, submachine guns will be globally increasing the recoil of the SMGs to make it more of a costly trade-off to spec into range over stability. Okay, so that's definitely a PvP change. Sniper rifles will be implementing a sniper rifle body shot nerf in the Crucible. Details come soon. Jesus. They're going to make it a free shot for all snipers. Sniper rifles are getting a damage buff in PvE. So this will be offset by that. Big dub. Make sniper rifles meta, please. Fusion rifles will be decreasing the kickstart damage bonus. Damage will also fall off harder at long ranges. Airborne effectiveness will be increasing the airborne accuracy of sniper rifles and select shotguns to be equivalent to pre-AC Icarus at their base values. Okay. Peregrine Greaves. This is These now only grant bonus shoulder charge damage after being airborne for a short time. The goal of this change is to ensure Peregrine Greaves users are visibly airborne to other players in order to benefit the exotic effect. In PvE, these will now provide significantly more bonus damage when you fund your melee charge when used against a champion, tormentors, and mini bosses. Okay, I'm gonna be making that into a video then. So I have a Peregrine Greaves build on Void Titan with Shield Bash. Is really, really good. I thought that if they had just done that first top change, that build would be dead because it's so much easier just to jump into it. But now it does extra damage and refunds your melee. This build's even better. This build's about to be crazy. I'm definitely putting out a video soon. We are removing the extra lunge range of Synthoceps. Okay, to compensate, we're adding improved weapon handling and reload speed when you're surrounded. Okay, we are also walking back some of the nerfs to glaive melee damages as well. Plus more exotic armor updates coming in Season 23. So, glaives might be decent again, because Synthos are getting, on Titan at least, because Synthos are getting changed back. Peregrine Greaves, that build's about to be so much fun. Titan is getting some fun shit recently. They're finally getting some good stuff. So this one, this is kind of like a sleeper thing, where if you already knew that it was good, or fun, this is pretty exciting. That's one of my favorite builds to run just for goofs and giggles. So this might be actually pretty decent because it one shots most champions with the setup. So this will make that even more consistent, and you can do it more. What the hell? That's awesome because it's mainly a champion killer, right? So fuck, I might have to play my Titan more. Damn. Checkmate enters the Crucible Labs playlist. I don't really care. We already know what that is. It's that what's it called? Like the primary game mode. Win-win situation brought change that we feel is worth reminding you of. Now the Trials of Osiris is coming back starting tomorrow. So Igneous Hammer, that bow, Astral Horizon, the Messenger, whatever Unexpected Resurgences, and the Immortal. I can't remember what that is. Igneous Hammer will be the Adept. Yeah, so... Okay, so they're probably nerfing that, right? Well, it's only fall surgeon. So won't be liking go. It's handy tool, little boy. Oh no, they're talking about it. Neat. Okay, that's basically it. Just a bunch of community-focused stuff, which is super neat. Oh, yeah, they're gonna fix the emblem, I'm assuming. Yes. Oh, known issues here. Dead Man's Tale intrusive upgrades have duplicate and incorrect directions. So that's basically it. Some cool PvP changes. I'll have to see about the shard thing. It's on the surface. It seems like it's a good change, right? For like newer returning players, where like you don't need legendary shards. You can just jump right in. All you need is Glimmer and, you know, other actual materials, actual currencies, which is good still that we have those. But it just seems like it's such a weird thing where, like, now, I mean, think about it. Like, you are a player, max Glimmer. What are you getting from this? Unless they raise the Glimmer cap again to, like, crazy, right? And I guess you get... Wait, yeah. Oh, down here, sorry. Right, you get you get gunsmith reputations and a chance at a legendary or enhancement core, which anyone who's like plays the game does not need more enhancement cores. They already have stacks upon stacks upon stacks. So this is definitely a change for like people who don't play the game as much or like are new to the game, but it just seems like literally nothing for old players. So it seems, or like people who play a lot, so it just seems kind of like a weird change, and it kind of seems like it's a it seems like it's going to be a gateway to getting rid of stuff like enhancement cores and stuff, you know, which, no, please keep currency. It's something to grind for at the very least. So, but yeah, I'm happy about that Peregrine Grieve change. I'm gonna make a video on that probably right now, so I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys stick around for that. Some interesting changes. So I hope you guys stick around. And yeah, see ya.